Hi guys, it's Mitch here. I'm going for a drive today to look for photo locations for a competition here in the central west of New South Wales. They're actually looking for photos that they can use in tourism advertisements and pamphlets and things like that. I'm heading to Sofala, which is a really old town that has a lot of history around mining. It's a beautiful area, which I'm confident there'll be some nice places I can get some photos actually in the town, but there's nice places along the way as well. It's kind of an old heritage area with a lot of old buildings that ideally are going to make for some good photos. There's sort of two problems that I face along the way though. I've got to be back by 3 p.m. It's like 11 o'clock right now. I've got to be back by 3 p.m. to pick up my kids from school, and I'll be shooting in the middle of the day, so I'm hoping for some overcast weather to get some even lighting. It probably won't include a lot of shots with the sky, but I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative to make for some great photos that I hope will do well in this competition. So thanks for tagging along with me today, and let's go have a look and see what we can get. So I've made my first stop here at Mount Piper in Portland, which is the local coal-fired power station. I was a little concerned that they might have issues with me videoing and taking photos around the station. I haven't had personal issues with them, but I've heard stories that, you know, it's a bit of a no-no. So I've come a bit further away. You can see in the background here one of the stacks, the towers, and there's actually the shorter, fatter ones just to my left. I don't know. Next to it, which you can't really see because of the trees that are in the way. There's some pines here, but I shot here. I chose this composition. You get the tower in the background. I shot at about 105 mil, came down to almost 85 mil, and just wanted to get the stacks kind of framed by the pine trees and the wattles here. I like to have that color. It's not quite overcast, or not quite completely overcast. There's a little patchy blue sky. The sun's just about to peek out, so it might get a little brighter in a second. Of some clouds overhead, but I just wanted to make a stop here in the spirit of this competition where I'm trying to get some photos that hopefully represent the local area. I'll put it in the video for you to see. So I've stopped in Ilford, and I'm at a little campground actually, which I will show some footage of. Behind me there's a local rural fire brigade shed. I've cut trees around here when I used to work for the local tree trimming company, and it's a really lovely spot. It's just that with the lighting the way it is, it's not the best time of day to be taking pictures. I don't think I'm going to take any stills here because there's no real composition. There's a lot of beautiful color, but there's no real composition that I think makes a great photo. So I've just stopped for a short break, and I'm going to continue from here to Sofala, and Sofala is about 20 minutes away from here. So I'll see you there. So we've made it to Sofala now, but we have a bit of an anticlimax. Turns out that Sofala is actually part of the Midwest, which would exclude photos taken in Sofala from the Central West competition. So I've driven all this way and I can't even use any photos that I take here for the competition. However, it is a very beautiful town, so I'm going to take a walk down the main street, get some photos of some of the old buildings, maybe some footage, and to top it all off, I'm really running out of time, so I'm going to kind of make a dash, I guess, downtown and get as many photos as I can, as quickly as I can, but then I'm going to have to leg it back home to make it to school pickup time. So let's go have a quick look down the main street and see what we can see. Okay, so I'm on day 2 of filming now. Yesterday, at the end of the day, I took that final footage that you saw, and then you would have seen some photos. Those photos actually weren't from yesterday. I entered into my GPS, my hometown, and I realized I was going to be about 6, 7, 8 minutes late. So I basically didn't even have time for any video, any photos in Sofala. I jumped in the car and shot home so I could pick up the kids at 3 o'clock. The photos you did see are from a previous time that I was in Sofala. At that time I was with my son, and we were sort of more on just a bit of a family outing, so I didn't take a lot of competition-esque photos. So instead, they're just kind of photos to give you a very, very brief idea of what Sofala is like. In the end, it was a bit of a funny video. Sofala is actually part of the Central West, and the reason I didn't think it was because yesterday as I drove into Sofala, there was a Midwest sign that you see around Australia that gives you the idea that you're leaving one kind of area for another. In saying that, Sofala is actually part of the Bathurst LGA, or local government area, so it is part of the Central West, and photos there would be included in the competition. So I'm going to go out again, ideally at sunset or sunrise. Maybe not Sofala, but there are a lot of areas in the Central West that I could go to and get some photos. I kind of took the video in a couple of different directions. That is, I was going to talk more about the gear side of things, ISO settings and etc. But I realise that I kind of want the video to be more about the photos, and I haven't even talked about what kind of gear I have, which I'm not going to do in this video. I think I want the channel to be more about composition and the quality of the photos, simply because those are the areas that I think I need to work on. I obsess about gear, and I need to spend more time on techniques. So if you have any feedback for me based on what you've seen today, leave it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you could even subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, or if you're interested in to see what else I'm going to produce. So thanks for coming along today. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.